Matt, it's a couple of days now since that game against Forest Green on Wednesday. What were your thoughts now you've had a couple of days to reflect on it?
Very similar. We didn't take the game to Forest Green in the first half, and that's the disappointing thing for me. You accept mistakes out of possession, not a problem, but we've not lost that game because of giving the ball away. I think we lost the game because we weren't brave enough in the way that we pressed. Having said that, we know that Forest Green are a good team, but being at home, it was just disappointing that we didn't inflict our game plan on them early enough. We started the game ironically quite well. We had a chance for Kieran just at the beginning of the game, but we didn't build on it. We sat off too much, and if you sit off against good teams, then you know you're in for a difficult game. However, second half was much more like us in terms of our identity off of the ball. We got up to the opposition, we pressed them, and we probably should have scored, but we didn't, and we lost the game unfortunately. However, we are through in that competition, and now obviously focus shifts to Saturday against Harrogate.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, we've had a couple of back-to-back cup games. The focus does now shift into the league. Does the mindset change going into a league fixture compared to what it is in the cup? There's no real risk in a cup competition, is there? But there is in the league.
For me, it doesn't, and I would hope that the players feel the same. What I hope you'll see on Saturday is a reaction. It's the first time as a group we've had that losing feeling for a while, and it's one that I've asked the players to really take into use to make sure that it motivates them for the performance that they need to deliver against Harrogate. It's a home game. I'm excited to see our fans. It seems a long time since we've been at home in the league. I'm hopeful that, as per usual, they'll turn out and support us, and the players are really looking forward to receiving their backing on Saturday.
And Harrogate are a team that are currently occupying one of the playoff places. They've lost the last couple of games. What are you expecting from them?
They're a group that have been together for a period of time. They have a very clear identity, and I like what they do. They're a high energy football team. They will most definitely come and press us and not give us a moment's rest. But what we need to do, if that is the case, is we need to be brave on the ball, and we need to receive in tight spaces. We need to move it quickly, especially quicker than we did on Wednesday night. But I'm expecting a game that's going to be extremely difficult. I know we say that a lot, but let's put it into context. They've had an extremely good start to the season. They're 3 points ahead of us in the league. They're in a position that we want to occupy. So that tells you how difficult the game's going to be. But what we have to do is we have to approach it in the correct manner. The players will do. They trained well yesterday, they've trained well today. And it's a game that I'm really looking forward to. The pressure is always on when we play at home, and I expect the fans to make the players feel that, but also the fans will no doubt give the players their support, as they always do. It's a difficult game, but I feel it's one that if we do the ugly side and we earn the right to play, and that's the hard work, that's probably the bits that everybody doesn't see, it doesn't stand out. If we do that, we've got an opportunity most definitely of winning a game.
And for yourselves, you mentioned a clear identity. There's a clear way that you're trying to get this team to play, that the team are playing, but especially at home there seems to be a real energy from the first whistle. Is that something that you've tried to inject into this team to make them go out there and act really quickly?
I think what it shows you is that the players want to start games fast, and they do. We've scored numerous goals now in the first 4 or 5 minutes of games, and I suppose if I was being critical, we haven't gone on to probably kill games off when we've built momentum. But the players should feel extremely confident. That's what fast starts to games show me, that they are 100% on board with what we're asking of them as coaches. But they're backing each other, and the important thing for me now is that we've lost a game on Wednesday night against Forest Green, but what that can't do is that can't have an effect on the performances that we demand, or that I demand, in every league game or every performance where they put a Walsall shirt on. Yes, we were under par on Wednesday night, but what an opportunity Saturday is. We'll need to start the game fast, because I can guarantee you that Harrogate will start the game fast. It's going to be a different test for us. They will play slightly differently to Forest Green, but they're exceptional at what they do, because you can see just by watching the videos, and we've been to see them live, that they obviously are extremely well coached. They're a group, as I say, that have strong bonds with each other because they've been together a while. They've added a few this summer. I'm excited about the game though, and I know that the players are as well, and this is an opportunity to put Wednesday's result to bed, because if we're thinking about Wednesday now, it's going to affect our performance in the game on Saturday. But most definitely a game that I know the players are ready for.
And you mentioned their identity. Obviously, we've got our own, but that then allows you to identify parts of their game that your team can get at, doesn't it?
It does, but what underpins everything and what underpins our identity is hard work. And we'll respect the opposition, we always do, and I think they deserve our respect 100%. If any of our players think that we're going to turn up on Saturday and it's going to be an easy game, I can tell you now they're in for a shock, because it will be anything but that. But our style, we're becoming better at it. It is still a work in progress. I think the way that we want to play football means that the players have to assume responsibility of the football, and also ask us to be aggressive and brave with the way that we press and how we press. I think we're getting better. Our identity is becoming clearer, but as with everything, there's still room to improve. And we've got to use Saturday as an area where I feel out of possession we need to improve from Wednesday night. And what I mean by that is I need more energy. We need more tempo to the way that we press. We need to be braver when we release out of our slots. And if we do that and put the opposition under pressure, then we'll have opportunities to play. And then it becomes a decision-making game, doesn't it? If we, as we always do, work the ball well to the opposition's box, can we make the right decisions, and can we score the first goal? If you score the first goal, then it builds momentum. But in saying that, it might take a Salford performance maybe to see the game over the line. But it's going to be a tough game for us, no doubt.